Hey student, watch this video and learn 3 phrasal verbs with run. Coming up. Hey friends, Teacher Prix here to help you talk to anyone, anywhere, anytime in English. First of all, thank you so much for joining me on another English lesson. If it's your first time here, consider subscribing because from Monday to Friday, I post different kinds of English lessons, grammar, vocabulary, phrasal verbs, listening tips, reading tips, study tips, speaking tips, because I want to make sure that you become a better and more confident English speaker. So check it out. Hello, my friends. It's Monday and today I am green. I'm wearing green. All right, so let's dive into the content. I'm sorry I'm a little bit late and my camera is not so good. For some reason, my webcam was not working, so I'm using the inbuilt one, which is not really the integrated one, which is not so good. But unfortunately, it happened, but here I am, my friends, and let's keep going. So 3 phrasal verbs with run. These are popular phrasal verbs as usual. I like to show you phrasal verbs that you guys can use, and always pay attention to the examples I give, because the examples are the phrases that are going to help you understand phrasal verbs. Although I give the definitions here and the explanations, the best way for you to learn phrasal verbs and truly understand is by paying attention to the examples, okay? Awesome. Now let's see the first one. To run after. To run after, basically, it means to chase, okay? When you go pursuing, chasing something or someone, okay? So this is a little bit more literal. So here I gave some examples of dogs. My 2 examples are with dogs. So imagine a dog running, but this dog is not just running, it's running after you to get you and to bite you. Nyang. Bite, okay? So to run out, not that the verb means that, it doesn't mean that, but to run after means to chase someone or something, okay? Now, something that is very common is for dogs to run after cars. You know, here in São Paulo, I see that a lot. I see sometimes here on my street, there are many stray dogs, and sometimes they run after the cars, okay? So that is very common. So here my examples are, look, the dog is running after that poor lady. What's wrong with it? So maybe let's imagine the horrendous situation. There is an old lady walking down the street, and then the dog starts running after the poor lady. So imagine the situation, the dog running, chasing the old lady, running after the old lady. The second example I gave you was the dogs love running, our dog loves running around, running after the kids in the neighborhood. They just want to play. Well, we all know that sometimes dogs run after you because they want to play, not necessarily because they want to bite you or because they are angry. So sometimes they run after you, okay? Now, there is a second meaning to this phrasal verb, and this is very, very popular. You can also, in this case, you're also pursuing someone, but here it is romantically. Yes, you are trying to get into a relationship with someone. You're trying to have a romantic relationship with someone. So you're running after someone because you want that person. You want to have a relationship with that person. So here are some examples to help you understand. James is always running after girls, okay? I think you guys do that too. So when you run after girls, when guys are running after girls, it's probably because they are trying to get into a relationship. And here I could use a girl's name too, an example. Linda is always running after boys, because she's always trying to get into a relationship. She's always trying to get someone. So, hey, she's running after the guys. Now, next example. You should run after guys older. It's you shouldn't. Look at teacher Priggs giving bad advice. You shouldn't. You shouldn't run after guys older than you. And now I feel like my cheeks are burning because I miss. I shouldn't have. Whatever. You shouldn't run after guys older than you. Okay, so here, what is the idea? You should not try to get into a relationship with guys older than you or with girls older than you. What do you think? Let me know here in the comments. Should you run after girls or boys older than you? Or no, that's a bad idea. What do you think? Tell Teacher Prix here in the comments. Should people run after older girls or older boys, or is that a bad idea? Let me know in the chat. I want to know what you guys think about that. Hey, I don't know what happened. My YouTube is in Portuguese. It's so weird. All the things here, all the messages, everything is in Portuguese. Oh man, I need to complain about that to YouTube. I prefer English. Awesome. Moving on, guys. So did you understand this example? Here, you should spend more time. You guys, my students now. You should spend more time studying and less time running after girls and running after boys. So here's the thing. You want to become fluent? You want to be a fluent English speaker? Stop running after girls and boys and spend more time studying. Huh. Yo. All right? Do you think that's true? Do you think you should stop running after girls and boys and study more English? Let me know in the comments. Jibson is saying, I ran after money. Good. That's a good example. It's not romantic, I imagine. But it's more with the idea of chasing money, which is good. So that is a possible example. I don't run after money. Money runs after me, my friend. Now how about that, huh? Awesome. So let me know if you should study more English and stop running after boys and girls, or if you're just studying English just fine and you can do both. You can study English and run after boys and girls because, yo, life's short. All right, my friends, if you're enjoying this lesson, make sure to hit the like button because that way I understand that you enjoy this kind of lesson, you enjoy phrasal verbs. And if you are here for the first time and thinking, oh my God, who is this crazy teacher? Come on, consider subscribing. I'm crazy from Monday to Friday with daily English lessons. Okay, moving on. Next phrasal verb, to run into. Now, I've talked about this phrasal verb before, run into. Now, here I'm going to talk about, let's see if I don't remember what I wrote. Oh, yes. I'm going to talk about one meaning that I didn't talk about, okay? So, to run into, it could mean that you are experiencing problems and difficulties. If you run into a problem, if you run into a difficulty, it means you are unexpectedly, this was a surprise, not a good one, but you are unexpectedly out of the blue having problems, difficulties. You're facing problems, just ran into problems all of a sudden, okay? Here's an example to help you understand that. We are running into some technical problems, but the system should get back to normal within a couple of hours, okay? So here I'm saying that we are experiencing some technical problems, okay? We are having some technical problems that we were not expecting. This is a surprise. This was unexpected. We ran into these problems, these technical problems, but the system should get back to normal within a couple of hours. Now, another one. The Democrats is the political party in the United States, okay? So it's a political party. So we have primarily two parties in the United States. The Democrats and the Republicans, okay? So the Democrats are running into strong opposition from the Republicans. So what is the translation here? So the Democrats are experiencing a strong opposition. A strong opposition is a difficulty, a problem. So the Democrats are having a strong opposition from the Republicans. They are running into strong opposition from the Republicans, which is very normal. And I think it's vice versa, okay, guys? It's politics. Both the Democrats and the Republicans always run into problems like that. When it's not the Democrats, it's the Republicans. It's democracy, okay? Awesome. Now, the second meaning is a meaning that I have already talked to you guys about. To run into can also mean to meet someone unexpectedly. Remember, unexpectedly, it means that you were not planning that. It happened by accident, you know? You were not thinking about that. You were not planning that. It just happened, okay? Now, I'm walking down the street. And then, you know, I run into a friend, an old friend. So I was not planning to meet that friend, but I ran into that friend as I was walking down the street. So that's the idea. So I met this friend. I was walking and then, ta-da! I met this friend. It was so wonderful. We sat down and we talked for a few minutes. Then this friend had to go and I kept on walking. Now, here is another example. I ran into Susie at the supermarket. This is very common. I'm always running into friends. Well, not here in São Paulo. If you know me, you know that I'm from the countryside. I'm from a small city in the countryside of the state of São Paulo. So when I'm going in the supermarket, when I go to the supermarket in the countryside, I always run into friends, into relatives. One day, I went to the supermarket with my father and I ran into my brother at the supermarket. I was like, dude, small world, you know? Amazing. Next example, I was walking by the beach, you know, sunshine, when I ran into Philip and Martha. Oh, that's so wonderful. They are a lovely couple. We talked for a few minutes and then they took off. All right? So this is a common phrasal verb. I already have a video where I talk about running to because, guys, the sound is like max. If I start doing this, because here I can see the sound is playing well. Today, the sound is fine. Last week, the sound was a little low, but today there's nothing I can do. Right, moving on. Let's see, next phrasal verb. Yes, final phrasal verb of the night. To run out. And here I put off because off is not always necessary, okay? You may need off, but not always, okay? So what is to run out? Basically when something is over, when it's finished, not in the sense of ending, but you don't have something anymore because you used it up. You finished it up, so you don't have it anymore. You use something completely, and then there's nothing left, okay? So depending on how you make your phrase, you will need off. Depending on how you structure your phrase, you are not going to need the preposition of. Now let me show you some examples. To run out of. I've run out of ideas. What do you suggest we do? Okay, so I have run out of ideas. I don't have ideas anymore. My ideas are over. So do you have any suggestion, my friend? Because quite honestly, I don't have ideas left. I don't have ideas anymore. I have run out of ideas. So here, if you pay attention, I have the preposition of. I have run out of ideas. Now, when do I need the preposition of? When I have the object next to the phrasal verb run out. If I'm gonna mention the object after the preposition out, then I need of. I've run out of ideas. Now, if I say my ideas ran out, then I don't need because I said my ideas first. So that's why it'll depend, you will not always use the preposition of because it depends on how you structure them, okay? Next. Time is running out. So see, time is running out. We don't have any more time. It's almost ending. It's almost over. So you have less than 5 minutes to finish your test. Haha. You have less than 5 minutes to finish your test. Get going. Your time is running out. Next example. Here I forgot to type had, okay? So Jack had to go back home from South Africa because his money ran out. So his money was over, my friend. So he had to go back to his home, he had to go back home because his money ran out. So what do you do when money ran out? I hope you don't have that problem. Let's see. Our local hospital is running out of blood. Guys, this is very common. By the way, do you donate blood? This is important. Everybody should donate blood if you're healthy, if you have conditions to donate blood, and if you don't have any beliefs against it. Hey, you should go for it and help other people by donating blood. You're helping save lives. And I don't know, this is just an example, but hospitals are always running out of blood. So it's important that you do your part, okay? Excellent, my friends. Now, let's see. I want to know, what do you do, okay? What do you do when you run into someone you don't like? Haha. I want you to come back here in the comments and let me know, what do you do when you run into someone you don't like? Someone unpleasant, someone unfriendly, maybe a colleague from work, maybe a neighbor that you don't like, and then you're walking down the street and then you run into this person. What do you do? I want to know in the comments, and if you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the like button and share this lesson with your friends on your social media. Other than that, my friends, have a lovely day or a lovely night, and I will see you tomorrow for another English lesson. Bye bye.